All right, guess what? It is Sunday morning. It's the last day of the Ranch Sorting National Championships. I have been really pleased to have these two wonderful people join me, Mr. Van Hargis and Lisa Martin, and all the work they've been doing out here, and all the work it looks like you're going to continue to be doing for ranch sorting, so we're excited about that. That looks really good. Lisa's been the roving reporter doing things, and you're going to see, not only in today's report, but in some of the follow-up reports, you're going to see a lot of Lisa's work here. She's been out on the grounds, and I've been over doing the live streaming, which will continue today, too, up until the finals are over. Now, the finals. We're going to have the finals from some of the classes that have been run. We'll have the different beginner class finals. We're going to have the finals for this handicap number 8 that just sorted out here, starting with nearly 700 teams down to the top 10. That class divides up $40,000. Lisa, your take on being here all this week at the Ranch Sorting National Championships.
Wow, that's a lot to talk about in one little sitting, but I'm sure you'll see all of our interviews. As I've said time and time again, it's just amazing the family atmosphere that is here, from, as I said before, from 7 to 75 and all in between. We've got grandparents here with grandkids because the parents are working and couldn't make it. We've got husband and wives. It's just amazing, all the different people that are here. And I wanted to say a little bit about Dave and Mandy. I sure have enjoyed visiting with them and their wonderful family, and they've just done an awesome job here with this whole production. And talk about a major production. I mean, the organization has been amazing to watch them just run this thing so smoothly.
Well, this is the first year that I've been to a ranch sorting, and I got, involved with doing the TV coverage and all that. And I have to say that I've never been any place that I felt more at home, been more welcome. I've been to a lot of events and done a lot of horse fairs to large events, and this one truly makes you feel like you're a part of it.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
Well, I agree with Lisa. The thing that's really appealed to me is about as much as anything has been the overall attitude of everyone, and how thankful and grateful everybody is to be here. Even though the fact that most of these guys are non-sponsored contestants. I mean, they just really came on their own budgets, and to spend their money to come literally in some cases across the country to be a part of this has been phenomenal. And again, the attitude is just great. Every contestant at whatever level is helping the other. And I just know that some of the folks that Lisa and I've interviewed and some of the folks that we've coached, they're just as grateful as they can be and just happy to share with us any information that we ask of them. And everybody is very happy and very grateful for the organization as well.
Well, it's done a great job, and I'm excited that you guys are going to continue to be spokespeople. I don't know what all the arrangements are. Maybe they're not all finished yet, and we can't announce anything yet, but I know that you're going to be involved down the road in promotion and assistance with the ranch sorting, and that's great. Now, we talked about the interviews and things. We've got a few things to show you here in this, and we're going to show you some of Lisa's interviews with various people from various areas. We're going to let the interviews be a surprise. And are you on camera in some of these, Van?
Some of them I am, but sometimes I'm actually behind the camera, so yes, sir.
We've had, it's been nice. We've had roving reporters, and we've been able to get a lot of places. I will also tell you that in the next week or two, many of the interviews and things that we couldn't get on during the event, we're going to continue to post updated reports on the Speaking of Horses website and the ranch sorting site. So a lot of these things will be kind of after the fact, come back for the summaries, and we're still going to show you a lot of these over the next week or two. So just keep coming back and checking. They're all going to eventually be aired, and just keep the atmosphere going, right?
Yes. And we have one couple out there that I've really enjoyed visiting with, but I think they said they came about 26 hours.
Yes, 26 hours.
26 hours. And these people are coming from just all over the place. I still have another family that I want to interview that I talked about, I think, before, from Quebec, and I haven't been able to find them, but I'll hunt them down. And
hey, there, we'll find the Canadians.
Yes, yeah. There's just all kinds of people here. It's just been a blast.
Well, we've got some good excerpt footage from some of this almost 700 member class or entrant class today. I've got some good highlights of that. We're going to show you Lisa's interviews and some recap footage and highlights of that class all yet today. And then if you'll come back and check this thing on Monday and Tuesday, we're going to have a lot of the finals put together so you can literally watch the final runs in sequence. What that means is I've got to go find them all in the camera. Some of this stuff that I just don't have time to do, you know, overnight.
Right.
But we're going to have all this continuing for another week or so.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to the 13 and under. It's the beginner 13 and under that they're doing today, and that's going to be so much fun to watch. It's just, and they're giving out, what, about 40,000 over the top 10 winners of the handicap today in the finals. So very exciting, very exciting.
The only thing we can't tell you is exactly what time those finals will start, because the announcement was we're going to be streaming the youth first, which is going on now, and the finals will start about 30 minutes after the youth is over, whatever time that is. All right, guys, I've really enjoyed it. We got a lot for you to see here on this report. Stay with us and watch the live streaming all day today, Sunday, July 8th, as we cap off ranch sorting. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much, Wayne.
All right, stay with us. There's a lot coming.
Hey everybody, I'm here with, again, one of our sponsors, and Van. I'm going to let Van take over from here.
Well, Brooks, you guys have been in the hat business for a long time. Tell us a little bit about that, if you don't mind.
This business was started by my dad as a retirement project. He thought he'd sell 300 hats a year at ropings and maybe barrel racings, and it just happened to work out.
Well, you know, I met your dad in, I guess it was in Denver, and several years ago. I think it was probably about 2004 or so, and he's probably one of the most laid-back characters there is. So, did you guys ever expect the business to blow up like it is with his attitude just being as laid-back?
He never had a clue. It was never supposed to. It's just one of those deals. It's the American story, you know. You just, the right thing at the right time, and for the right clientele. You know, this company was built on cowboys. And we continue to kind of cater to the cowboys. We don't do anything real fancy or real blingy. We just try to make them good.
Well, you know, I can attest to that. Your daddy sent me home, I think, that year with at least 2 hats. I think by the time I got back to the house, there were 2 or 3 more hats there waiting for me. And I was just telling you earlier today, I've still got those hats. But tell us a little bit, if you don't mind, how you guys got started with the Ranch Sorting National Championships.
Don and Dave came to see us in Denver at the January market, and they just laid out a proposal. It was pretty simple and pretty straightforward. They could show us that they had a really strong, growing membership, and it just looked like something we wanted to be involved with.
Yes, sir. Well, I tell you what, we couldn't say enough about how happy, at least I can say for Lisa and I's standpoint, and I know Dave and Don are both extremely happy that you guys are on board. And you know, what a great year this has been. It's a little over 7,000 teams, I think they were estimated by the time this thing is over with. And I'm sure a few of those people have visited with you, haven't they? Oh, yeah, we've been swamped in here. As soon as I pulled up, everybody starts riding up on horses, giving me a hard time immediately. So I said, oh, we're going to have that kind of a week, are we? So I said, y'all let me get unhooked, and we'll get on down to brass tacks. And it's been pretty steady ever since. Well, I tell you, Brooks, again, we really want to say a deep appreciation to you guys. Thank you so much for being on board. Thanks for being a sponsor of the Ranch Sorting National Championships. Appreciate you guys. We're glad to do it, and we sure wouldn't miss it.
There you have it, Atwood Hats, and we're sure happy to have them as a sponsor.
Black on top left, head there. Go behind the one.
Lisa Martin here, standing with another fine sponsor of the RSNC. This is Todd, and we want to visit with you about some of your products that you have, and we're sure glad to have you as a sponsor. Can you tell me a little bit about all your things here?
I've got a custom head stalls, custom saddles, spur straps, all hand quality stuff.
Well, there sure are some fine saddles here, and I've had my eye on it all day. Where are you located at?
San Angelo, Texas.
San Angelo? Well, we're sure glad to have you here as one of our sponsors, and we just wanted to tell you a big thank you and let you kind of talk about your products. So we sure appreciate you having you here.
Glad to be here.
Thank you so much.
Well, here we are. I actually get to be back on camera right here. Lisa's been doing all these interviews, and this is, but of course, she's better to look at than I am, so right. I know I do. But right now, we're talking to the gentleman that's really been ramrodding this thing, Mr. Dave Wolf, and the Ranch Sorting National Championships this year. This show has gone through the roof, Dave. Give us your take if you're still sane, okay?
Well, it is amazing. You know, we're so excited. Our sport has exploded every year, and every year we say, wow, you know, but this year is the real wow factor. We had over 4,000 teams last year. It was an amazing show. We've come back this year, and by the way it's projecting, we're going to have close to 7,000 teams in 6 days at this year's National Finals. Wow. Is that awesome?
Wow. I know that I saw the listing. One of the classes, either last night or this morning, was like nearly 2,000 in one class.
Oh, it's just unbelievable, the growth of these classes and the interest that the contestants have. They're here from all over the United States, Florida to California to the up north to down south. Yeah. And that's a good sign for us too, because we are throughout the United States. In fact, we have some Canadians here.
Well, I know Lisa's talked to a 7-year-old, a 74-year-old. You've talked to California. You've talked to Florida. So we've talked to little interviews like this. It'll be in our daily report. So we've talked to a lot of people from all around the country as well that you're going to get a chance to hear from. Travel a long way for this, but I'll tell you, I'm excited to be here because this is really a neat event.
Yeah, well, you know, what is amazing to me is wherever we have a producer that chooses to put on a show in any rural community in the United States, they'll have 100 folks show up just from their hometown. And think of the number of people out there that could get involved in this sport and play this game. We right now have 16,000 members across the United States. Wow. New membership starts next week, and we give away a free membership for every member that brings a member. Right. So we have 16,000 members out there looking for 16 more thousand members.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Well, thanks for joining us. I know you're busy, and we just think it's been a great event, and I know you do. And our hats off to you, to Don, and all the crew that have worked here. And Lisa and Van are joining in here too, right?
Yes, we're just having a blast, and we are just amazed once again. I know I've said it many times of the family atmosphere that has come out and shown themselves. It's just been amazing. We love it.
Well, it has. Lisa, Dave, thank you. I'm happy to be here, and stay with us because speaking of horses at the Ranch Sorting National Championships, there's a lot more to come.
Then the flags of 0, 0, number 0, 10A, and then 1B. Pin A, that's a 0 time. Curtain chain, pin A, curtain chain, pin A.